Hi everybody, this is Alvito and welcome back to the Study and Work Abroad channel. I'm going to be talking today on a very unique topic, and that is the common mistakes students make when applying to study abroad. A lot of students end up either getting refused for their admission applications or getting refused for the visa applications or various other things like either not looking at scholarships properly, not budgeting properly. So I'm going to list a few points here, 10 points that students usually make mistakes in while applying abroad. By the end of this video, I hope I would have covered these points and cautioned you towards making a proper student application, a proper admission application and a visa application. So watch this video till the end. So point number one, choosing the correct program. A lot of times students do not align their career goals with the degree that they want to study abroad. So let's say you're applying to study computer science. It should not be that you're looking to actually get into a marketing profession or a finance profession, but you're choosing to study computer science. Or you have come out from an arts background and you're now wanting to study computer science. It has to be aligned with what you studied before to what you want to do in the future and then pick your program. So choosing the correct program is very important. The second, once you've now chosen your program, is filling out your proper student application to the universities. A lot of students end up making very silly mistakes. Even the minutest of details in your admission application go a long way in getting you your admission or your offer letter. Your statement of purpose, your letters of recommendation, all of your academic documents, your work documents, looking at your name, it's all aligned properly, it's all mentioned properly in the admission application. You need to be taking care of all these things when you're filling out your admission application. The third and fourth points are mixed together. It is underestimating the cost of study. A lot of students think they will be able to study in the US, UK, Australia at a very low cost. However, you need to be aware of what it's going to actually cost you to study abroad, and you do not need to forget about living expenses. When you go as a student, you're allowed to work part-time 20 hours a week. However, you need to budget living expenses for your rent and food and travel and other social activities, while also budgeting for your tuition fees in studying abroad. Mixed with that, or attached to this point, is the number of scholarships that you can apply to. A lot of students miss out on applying to very important scholarships, or scholarships that are not very difficult to get. You should look at all the scholarships that are available to you as an Indian student by the university, given by the university for academics as well as other curricular activities. The next point is on your visas. The visas is a very, very critical stage of your application to go and study abroad, and putting the correct information on your student visa application, attaching all the correct documents with regard to your academics, your work experience, your extracurricular activities, and most importantly, your financial documents, so that you're able to convince the visa officer that you're a proper and a good student to be able to study abroad. Preparing for your student visa interviews, especially for the US and the UK and Australia, you need to be prepared well to appear for your student visa interviews. Point number 6 is on health insurance. You need to be covered properly for health insurance in the country that you are studying. Now, all countries and most universities mandate insurance, like the UK mandates you take the insurance, Australia, New Zealand, they mandate you taking the insurance. Canada and the US leave it optional, but you have to be able to take health insurance just in case of any health emergency that you may have while you're studying your degree. During the course of your study, it's very important for you to have health insurance, and hence look at proper health insurance policies that are available to students in your destination country. Another next point is packing, overpacking or underpacking when you're moving abroad. As a student, you need to know what you are going to need with regard to clothes, books, other things, especially if you're going to be cooking by yourself, utensils, etc., that you need to pack. And do not overpack, otherwise you end up paying large amounts of money to the airline at the airport. Do not also underpack, because you need sufficient stuff for you to live. You're going to go for a year or 2 years or 3 years, whatever it is that you're going to study for. Pack properly, and make a proper list of things that you need to take and you need to pack when you're moving abroad. The next point is lack of cultural awareness and preparation. You want to be prepared about understanding what is the cultures, whether it's the social cultures, professional culture, academic culture in the country, just general stuff that you need to know about the country that you're going to. So do research on what you're going to be getting into. You need to understand relationships, how do you address professors, how do you address colleagues, etc., in your university as well as in your workplace. Cultural adaptation is a very important point that makes your transition smooth into your destination country. And a lot of students miss out on this point while preparing to go to study abroad. The next point is poor time management. You need to know how to balance your studies and your work. You need to know how to keep enough time for yourself, for social activities. So prepare a timetable. Universities help you with doing stuff like this. Prepare a timetable that you have this time to study, this time for self-study, this time for project work, this time for assignments, this much time for your part-time jobs. As also make time for yourself, just for to socialize, just to hang out with your friends, probably do some sports, go to the gym, etc. Manage your time properly. Bad time management can really lead to bad health, bad mental health, and you're not really enjoying your study experience. So time management is very important as a student. And the last, but definitely not the least, I think it's a very important point, is networking. A lot of students just get into a shell and stay by themselves without networking properly. Networking is a very important aspect that you need to know and you need to understand when you're going to study abroad. You need to network with your professors, your colleagues, your student counselors, just everywhere, anybody you meet. People still need to start knowing you. You're a new student in a new country, a new person completely. You need to get to know people. People need to get to know you. And so networking, wherever you go, whether it's in your gym or it's your sports club or it's your professor, it's your student counselor, in your part-time job, network, network, network. Because that is what is going to get you adapted well to the country. That is what's going to get you your jobs. That is going to get you a good career in your destination country. So there you have it. I listed about 10 points of the common mistakes that students make. I hope this video is helpful to you as a student who's going to study abroad. If you're looking to apply for the 2025 intakes, get in touch with Study and Work Abroad, and we will put your application together as well as take you and counsel you through all of these mistakes that students usually make and ensure that you avoid making such mistakes so that your transition abroad and your career abroad is successful. Thank you and see you soon.